Hello staff, I want to walk you through in this video here how to get Microsoft Teams set up. A lot of talk about video conferencing going on, and Microsoft Teams is the solution that our district will utilize if you choose to conduct any video conferencing calls with students. So first and foremost, get Microsoft Teams downloaded out of self-service on your Mac. Under the Microsoft apps, Microsoft Teams. Once it finishes installing, you will find it in your Launchpad. Go ahead and launch Microsoft Teams. You will sign in with your NINE number at nkcschools.org and your district password. Once in Microsoft Teams, you're going to go on the left-hand side down to the icon called Calendar. This is where you will go to conduct any video conferencing call within Microsoft Teams. The calendar icon here will allow you to schedule a video conferencing call with 20 plus people in it if that's what you choose. So under calendar, you're going to go ahead and click on New Meeting. You're going to give it a title. You will add in your attendees. You're going to pick the date and pick a time. And when you're ready, you'll click Send. This will send an invitation to all of your attendees. It will also place the meeting on their calendar icon within Teams as well. So you and your attendees will simply go back to the calendar icon and join that video conference call from there. So I'm going to click Send. Now, you'll notice on our calendar, it defaults to our work week. So if you're not seeing the actual appointment, say for example, you wanted to do a Teams meeting on a weekend with some staff members, you would need to change this from work week to week, and you could see your weekends. But when it's time for you to actually join the meeting and when it's time for your students to join the meeting, they would just go to the calendar icon on their iPad, and staff, you would just go to the calendar icon on your MacBook. You would click on the meeting at the scheduled time, or before if you want to join the meeting a few minutes early. And then when you're ready to join, you'll click Join. Your video screen pops up as a preview. You can choose to turn your video on or off. That way people don't have to see your video screen, or they could see your video screen. Same thing with your microphone. And then when you're ready, you'll click Join Now. When you initially join a meeting, if you're the first person in, you're the only person you'll see on the screen. As more people join your video conference, their video tiles will fill the screen, and you will actually see your video tile move down to the bottom right-hand corner. So let's go ahead and have another person join our meeting here. Give me just a second. All right, so you can see another person has joined our meeting. Again, as more people join, video tiles will populate the screen. Microsoft Teams accommodates up to 4 people at one time on the screen. I know this does not seem like a lot, but I do feel like this is a really good feature for Microsoft Teams, especially with students. I feel like this really helps to focus in on the content of the meeting, and it becomes less of a distraction seeing all of the video tiles on the screen. The way it works, as somebody new talks who's not on the screen, their video tile populates to the screen, and that way you can see that person talking on the screen. So it's completely dynamic on how those tiles change around based on the most recent person talking. At the bottom of the screen, you as the teacher have the ability to again turn your camera on or off. You can again choose to mute yourself if you want to. There's a share screen option where you can share your desktop, a specific window, or even share a whiteboard feature, which is kind of cool. You also have the ability within the 3 dots here to actually record your video meeting. There's also a chat conversation feature. This one's going to be really handy, obviously, if you're working with a video call with students as well. When you click on the conversation feature, it pops up on the right-hand side, and then students can ask questions. You can answer questions kind of in the background and have that chat going as you work through your video call. And then if you click on the right-hand side, you'll also see all the participants, the people that are currently in the meeting as well. When you are done with your meeting, you simply just click the red hang up, and then that person hangs up from that call. I always recommend, obviously as a teacher, maybe doing a video conference with kids, to be the last person to hang up. Have all your kids leave the meeting first, and then you can hang up at the end. And you can again see under show participants who's still in the meeting and who's not. So we'll have that person leave the meeting. And then again, when you're finally done and you want to hang up with the meeting, just go ahead and click the hang up button. And it will actually take you back to this location under chat, and it will show you the entire transcript of your chat here. So all the messages. And if you did do the screen recording of your chat or the video recording of your chat, it will render here as a video, and then you can play that back at your time. But very simple. Under calendar, that is how you schedule meetings to do video conferencing calls. So you will schedule from there. You will join your meetings from there. Students will join their meetings from their iPad under the calendar option as well. There is a student video out on the student e-learning playlist that they can watch and see how it looks like on the iPad. That is Microsoft Teams video conferencing in a nutshell.